summer. So he is also playing for another big contract, as are a few other Clippers. Nick Batum playing for a contract. I haven't seen Nick Batum play this well since the last time he was playing for a contract.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's a factor. Boogie Cousins. Yeah, Boogie wants to get a middle finger to everybody, right, and win a championship. But he also wants another contract, pretty good contract. So he's going to go out there with extra motivation. So I trust the Clippers tonight. Paul George, you know, obviously he could easily go out there and have an inefficient shooting game. We know he's had a lot of those. But I do think he's going to give me 25-plus points. He's going to hit the boards, probably double-figure rebounds. And I think he'll play a very good game. I don't think he'll do what he did in Game 5, but I think he'll play a very good game. And I think the Clippers will take this thing home and force a Game 7 in Phoenix.
I'm going the opposite, Chris. I'm going to take the Suns in a close ball game, and I can't. It's hard to disagree with a lot of what you said. When I look at Paul George, he's playing like he played in Indiana. He says, I'm the best player on the court. I don't have to defer to Kawhi. Now guys are going to defer to me. Now just let me be me. And I thought what happened in Game 5. Game 5 is that Marcus Morris and Reggie Jackson, Boogie, got off to that great start. He didn't need to jack up a bunch of shots because a lot of times he's just putting up shots. I just need to get things up. And so it caused him to be really, really inefficient. Well, because Game 5, those guys were so efficient early, Paul George got an opportunity to relax. So he had 11 points at the half. Now he's like, well, I know I got these guys in my corner. Let me go do my thing. And the Suns, I don't know what they were thinking. You're at home. Did you actually think they were just going to lay down? Chris Paul had said in an on-court interview, man, that team, they fight. They don't give up. Okay, so you know that. And still you come out there with that attitude that you displayed for Game 5, which is unacceptable. Ty Lue caught him off guard. I don't think Monty Williams and the Suns anticipated them starting in a zone and starting so small. Okay, now you know there's a great chance you're probably going to see that small starting lineup again, and there's a great chance you're going to see that zone again. DeAndre Ayton needs to eat. Chris Paul, you need to feed him. Now, I'm not saying they're a better team without Chris Paul. I'm saying they played at a better tempo, and the guys look better. Look at Booker when Chris Paul wasn't there. Look at Booker when Chris Paul is there. Look at Ayton. Look at Cameron Payne. Look at the tempo and the speed at which they played at. So I'm not saying you take Chris Paul, you take all Chris Paul minutes away from him. Maybe you put Cameron Payne also in there so he can push the tempo. I believe Cameron Johnson needs to get more minutes, considering you're not getting a whole lot from Mikal Bridges. You're not getting a whole lot for Jay Crowder. They've got to be better. Because if they're not giving, Skip, if they're not going to give you anything offensively, and they let Paul George and they let Reggie Jackson get what the hell they want offensively, what good are they to you? Cam Johnson is not a defender, but he can get buckets in a hurry. So I think and DeAndre Ayton is going to have to be better on the defensive end tonight, Skip. In Game 5, the Clippers were 20 of 24 with shots at the rim. Yeah, throw that stuff up out of there. Throw that stuff to Playa Vista. Throw it to Corona. Watch tonight. Normally, last time it happened, Marcus Morris and Boogie Cousins, they outplayed DeAndre Ayton, just like Zubas did in Game 3.
Yep.
And then DA came back and put a monster up. I feel it coming on. I see a 20-20 ball game tonight.
You do?
I see it.
So you see Suns big tonight,
Now,
right?
I didn't say big. That's not what I said. I see a big game from DA.
And you know what I see in my crystal ball? I see Clippers in 7. It's going to happen. They came from 0-2 down to Dallas, 0-2 down to Utah, 3-1 down to the Suns. Here they come, NBA Finals. Los Angeles, not Lakers, Clippers.
It ain't happening.
The Clippers are just better than the Suns. In the end, that's it. That my eye test keeps telling me they're just a
Your
little
eye's
better.
not good, though.
They're real good. I got LASIK, man. I can see anything. I can read
20 years
Jimmy's
ago.
prompter from over here.
Yeah, you can.
I can.
The 20 years ago, you need to update that LASIK again.
It's beautiful. It's perfect. I can see 2015, especially when it comes to the Clippers. You know how I feel? I just like their heartbeat and their backbone. I like their guts and their grit. I like their scratch and their claw. That's who they are. They fight you. I love the quote yesterday from, this was Paul George on DeMarcus Cousins, when he said, he brings us toughness. That's what this team takes pride in. We got toughness from top to bottom. Pat Bev's got toughness to him. Marcus Morris will fight you.
Yeah. Literally and figuratively.
Batum, yeah, literally. He will literally. That's what I mean. I'm rooting for him, but I'm afraid of him because he is their enforcer.
Yep, he is.
He's got a little bit of Oakley in him, except he's got more skill. He can shoot threes.
Yeah.
He can get hot from three,
Yes.
as we saw him, or hot from two.
Yes.
So I like the harmony and the chemistry of this team, even without Kawhi, without Zoo, without Ibaka. I still like the makeup of this team. Paul George is the best player on the floor.
Yeah,
I don't care what you say, he just is. He's LeBron-esque. I'm not saying better than LeBron, but he's a long 6'8" who can disrupt you on defense, and he can shoot you out of the gym when he gets on a roll.
He get it going.
And he can shoot it deep. He can shoot deep threes. He's got range. He can get to the bucket. He's got a lot of all-star talent.
That's what you see
Yeah.
what he did? That's what he did to the Lakers on open tonight.
He did.
Remember, he dropped 26 in the second half. He dropped 30 in the second half the other night.
I'll be the first to tell you, he is psychologically flawed. He has issues. He will choke on occasions. He will come apart. And the key stat for me in tonight's game is nothing about points or rebounds or assists. The key stat, the crucial game-turning stat tonight, you can book this when you look at the box tomorrow. It will be how many turnovers Paul George has. He had 6 at Phoenix the other night, and they were of the horrendous, I can't watch them variety. And they overcame them because Reggie Jackson said, I got you. Down the stretch in the fourth quarter, Reggie Jackson has become the closer for this team that Kawhi nor Paul George could ever be. He's just saying, I got you. I got you. I'm going to take it. I'm going to make it. And I'll make enough of them. I will close for you. So now they have a stopper on defense in Pat Bev and a closer on offense in Reggie Jackson. Who knew? But Pat Bev is crucial also because you can sick him on Book for a while, or you can sick him on CP3, or if you need to on Campaign, if you wherever you need to plug the hole, put your finger in the dam. You just say, can you go Pitbull him or Pitbull him or him, right? And he's playing. He was out of the rotation, and now he's integral, right?
Yep.
For the longest, he just didn't play. And like you suggested yesterday, maybe they kept him on mothballs just to save him for this.
Well, the Clippers, I believe, Chris, they won the game in the first quarter because they got up to that sensational start led by Marcus Morris. They end up getting 36
What if Chris and I said all year, they weirdly sort of go as Marcus goes? Go ahead.
So they got 36 and forced Phoenix to play uphill.
They did.
Phoenix need to return the favor. Get off to that great start.
Okay, but what happened when Phoenix finally eked ahead 62-61? Playoff P happened.
Well, we got something. They got something for playoff.
Okay, well, you better, because he's more of a third quarter explosion.
I want to see all that. Chris, you remember when the opening round, when they were playing the Lakers and Jay Crowder started saucering, and then Chris Paul, he was mimicking LeBron. Chris Paul, now I want to see you mimic some of Paul George. And you know how he was leaning back? You know, he was doing lean with it. Rock with it. Yo, he imitating everybody. Now you got Pat Bev mocking you. I want to see Jay Crowder. I want to see the salsa. Hit me some of them threes.
Pat Bev mocked him.
Yeah.
He got away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Chris Paul got something for him tonight.
Well, does he?
Yeah.
He better.
Yeah, Chris Paul got something for him tonight. Watch Book.
I'm with you that Paul George is the best player in this series. At this point, he's better than Chris Paul at this point. He's better than Devin Booker at this point.
He is.
But I would say Phoenix has the next 3 best players. Devin, Chris, and DeAndre Ayton. Now, I know Reggie Jackson is playing great.
Yeah, he's not
but
better than those three, though.
the expectations on Reggie are a lot less.
Right.
Reggie, he's doing it every night. I'm going to give it to him. But he doesn't have the expectations that Booker and CP3 have. So I think I don't think the Clippers are better without Kawhi than Phoenix. With Kawhi, yes. But without him, I think it's close. But I still go with Phoenix. That's why I got
If the Clippers had Kawhi, they would have swept the Suns.
Right.
I don't know.
Certainly beat them.
Hold on, Skip.
Certainly beat them.
The first two games without Chris Paul and they got Kawhi, the Clippers would have. Because here's the thing: the Clippers never play down to expectations. They don't take anybody for granted. Ty Lue's not going to let you say because they don't have their best player, we're just going to go out there.
You realize the Clippers have delivered no stinkers in this whole playoff run. They've gotten blown out 0 times.
Yeah, if you beat them, think about it, Skip. When they've lost games, it's taking historic performances.
Shannon, I think they played down. Dallas really should have taken them 7 with Kawhi.
But if you look at the game, I mean, if Luka gonna come out there and give you 40 and 18 and give you 45 and 15, it's hard to offset that. You look at Donovan Mitchell. Those first 2 games that he played, he was sensational. Sometimes you get guys. It's kind of like when you go back and look at it, you like. The Lakers really should have been 16-0 in the playoffs, but you get Allen Iverson with a historic performance, and he'll win you a game. But with the Clippers, with the way the Suns play and the way they shooting, Kawhi would have taken that thing.
Okay, so without Kawhi, I will accept your bet. I'll take 5 cases tonight, 10 cases on Game 7, but I get the points.
No,
I get the points.
No,
I get the points. Whatever Fox Bet says it is.
No,
yes.
You get no points. You get no points.
I get the points.
No, I didn't give you. Hey, you didn't give me no points the other night. You didn't give me.
I didn't need them.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I wanted with my bet, I gave you 3, and then I gave you another 5. I didn't take any points.
I know, but for 10 cases, I at least deserve the points.
Hold on. What about with the Bucks and KD? You wouldn't give me no points.
So that was different.
That was different?
Okay, Red. Okay, Red.
Wait a second.
But that's different.
This is climbing Everest. They were down 3-1. They got to win Game 5 at Phoenix, Game 6 at home, and then go back to Phoenix to win a Game 7. And you won't even give me the points?
Let me ask you a question.
How much?
Chris, what do you think is more difficult? Winning the Bucks, winning in Brooklyn with Kevin Durant, or the Clippers winning in Phoenix? Which do you think is more difficult?
With James Harden, it was some guy I'd never recognized before. I'd never seen him before.
What about that 7-foot guy? You recognize him?
Yeah, but that was 1-on-5, and you agreed with me. It was 1-on-5.
Okay.
Yep.
So we got a deal. No points.
We got a deal on points.
No, we don't, Skip. No.
Oh, come on.
No, I can't do it.
You definitely got 5 on tonight.
Yeah, and we definitely got 10 on Saturday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we done with that? We're gonna
do our own. We're gonna do our own show. I'm coming on, yo. We're gonna go Facebook Live.
Okay, on Saturday morning.
I am not coming in on Saturday to do a show with you guys. You'll save it for Monday. I know you guys will be riled up. I'm not worried about that. Chris, I'm actually not gonna let you go yet. How much will the outcome of this series change Chris Paul's legacy? Plenty on the line. We explain next.